Hey! New Zealand's top tax rate is 33%, and the Greens want to increase it to 40% for New Zealanders earning over $140,000 a year. 40%. What are you clapping for? That's a lot of money. What do you think, Lewis? That's too much.
Oh, it's going back to the old tax and spend policies that got us into the rut that we just got ourselves out of.
The tax and spend policies from when?
Oh, the previous Labor government.
All right, Ian, what are you laughing for?
So let's look at the previous Labor government. 9 years of surpluses. We ended with zero net debt. We actually put the country in the position to weather the financial crisis. Bill English said it was the rainy day that the country had been saving for. So we ran the country very well.
You ran the country very well in golden sunshine and in perfect conditions. You didn't have the Pike River. You didn't have the earthquake. You didn't have the financial crisis.
And so we made
none of that.
No, we made use of the golden times. So instead of listening to Bill English, who said, give tax cuts, give tax cuts, give tax cuts, Michael Cullen was relentlessly focused on paying off the debt because it was good times. He knew it was good times. That was the time to pay off the debt.
So why
and when the rainy day came, the government had room to move.
Why don't you guys raise it to 40% then?
Well, we did put the top tax rate up when we first came into government. We don't. Our policy isn't 40%. Our policy is...
But would you go to 40% with the Greens? Do you agree with that in principle?
No, our policy is 36%, kicking it at 150,000. It's a different policy from the Greens.
Very much. What do you think?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of issues. No surprise that during election year, the left want to raise taxes on the poor and the right want to give some tax cuts.
You're earning more than 150,000.
But to be honest, let me finish. Hold on, big fella. Hold on, we'll get there. But to be honest, we need to be a bit more sensible about tax cuts. So, over 140,000, absolutely, let's tax them a bit more.
When you go into Parliament, how much would you earn?
I hadn't even thought about it.
Come on.
Honestly, I hadn't thought about it. But I don't know, what's an MP salary? About 140 around about there?
144? Yeah.
So,
what is it, Ian?
you know what?
Yeah, 144 for the base.
Tax me 40%. Tax me 50%. Happy with it. Absolutely happy with it. But we've got to be a bit more sensible. We've got to be a bit more imaginative than that. Because actually, what I understand is that the top tier of income earners in this country have enough nous to not pay tax. And so Gareth Morgan will tell you that there are a whole range of people earning big money, the biggest money, and they're not paying $1 of tax here because they're very, very clever. So and we should target them as well.
That's why you need to do a couple of things that we're going to do. Increase the trust rate so that it's equal with the top tax rate, so you don't put your money in the trust to hide your income.
With your salary.
And so my salary, so look, because I'm the junior whip, I actually earn a little bit more. I'm over 150. I'm in the top tax bracket.
So
I'd be hit
would
by
you be
and
happy?
I should pay that extra.
Okay,
I'd be happy to.
Would you be happy. All right, Lewis Holder, would you be happy to pay 40%?
No, I wouldn't be happy to pay 40%. No, that's not the party policy.
Why not?
The problem...
What about the children? What about a redistribution of wealth? Why don't you sort of... That money could be siphoned down. That'd be true classical trickle down.
No, if it resulted in more revenue, this is the problem with what they're proposing. They're not even talking about raising the company tax rate. So I can tell you what's going to happen. You're going to have the same problem as you have under Labour's scheme, where you have people avoiding tax by using their limited liability companies.
Okay.
So this is a token tax increase. It won't probably reduce any extra revenue to actually fund the social services that New Zealanders want. All right, then, Georgina Bayer, what do you think? 40% Mana Party.
The 40%, still tinkering really. We want to see an overhaul of the tax system. We want to see a capital gains tax, significant. We want to see financial transaction tax occurring. And we want to see GST removed. The poorest people in this country bear the greatest tax burden, especially when it comes to GST. They spend it all, they have no savings, because it's all going out. So I think we need to have a reassessment of the whole tax thing, frankly.
All right.